A Lino Brocka classic masterpiece is front and center of a film forum this weekend.
And we're talking about none other than Maynila sa mga Kuko ng Liwanag, which won several major awards at the 1976 FAMAS Awards. And of course, these include Best Picture, Best Director, Screenplay, Cinematography, Best Actor, and Best Supporting Actor.
Now, the film forum will be held tomorrow, August 26th at the RCBC Plaza in Makati City. And to tell us more about this, well, we have none other than two of the award-winning persons behind this film here. Please welcome 1976 FAMAS Best Actor Bembol Roco and Screenwriter Doy Del Mundo Jr. Good morning, gentlemen. What an honor to have you both in studio.
Good morning.
Okay, I mean, we were just talking about this, before we went on cam. How does it feel for both of you to have this conversation still present? I mean, to this day, how many years na? Sabi mo, 40?
It's coming on 48, it's 48, coming on 50, I believe.
Yep.
So it must be such an achievement to have a piece of work that stands the test of time.
Exactly.
It must be amazing.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. I mean, after almost 50 years, they're still talking about it, discussing about how well the film was made, and I do believe it.
And its continued relevance, really.
Yeah, up to now.
Yeah.
And of course for you, Doy, I mean how putting the script together, it was originally a Liwayway series to a novel.
Right.
And you created this masterpiece and it has been re-edited.
Yeah, the screenplay is based on the novel by Edgardo Reyes, sa mga Kuko ng Liwanag. So I was in school then, in graduate school in 69, 70, and I took a course in literature with Bien Lumbera, and he assigned this novel, and I thought it would translate into a good film, And then I had a course a tutorial course in script writing with Nestor Torre, and I did this project.
But like this film, I mean, during that time, I mean, let's focus on that time, and then coming out with a film such as this, I mean, what were the challenges that you had to face in coming out with this film?
It was a very scathing commentary, obviously, on this particular era of life in the Philippines, and like we said, it continues to have relevance. But really, working and talking about those conditions in that period, in that time, must have been quite a thing.
Oh, it was. I mean, for me, it was my second film, and I really didn't know much about filmmaking yet at that time. So it was all new to me. I just followed what Direct Lino asked me to.
I think much like Julio, you probably came into this sort of blind with eyes wide open,
Exactly.
and maybe a little bit naive as to what the filmmaking really was all about.
In fact, there were some things there that I really didn't know about. I mean, the prostitution then of for men.
Right.
I mean, I didn't know.
It was a rude awakening for all of us, for many of us. Yeah.
Really?
You didn't know about it?
No, not really.
Well, you find out that one way or another, and this film was certainly one way to open the eyes of the whole nation to what life really was like.
Absolutely.
There were a lot of challenges at that time because in the 60s and in 1970, the industry was in the pits.
Sure.
1970, the bomba film craze, softcore pornography became the craze, and so a new generation of filmmakers came in, Lino Brocka, Ishmael Bernal, Mike De Leon, and ourselves, and those were the challenges of what to do, and we were all fired up, to do something in the industry, and we were exposed to world cinema, the French New Wave at that time, and other classic films. So we wanted to do our part in producing something good.
Yeah, and of course the creative process, I mean, that actually went to doing this film. I mean, way back when, I don't know how it was done or how long a film actually took, and then, how long? I mean, tell me about the experience that you went through doing this film.
I think it took us about 2 months.
2 months?
I think.
Not so bad. Okay, 2 months.
Yeah, well, and then there were, a lot of scenes done in the construction
Yes, we
area
saw
and
that. Yeah,
also
yeah,
in
yeah,
Manila.
What was it like to work with Lino Brocka? There are many stories about his process and how uncompromising he was when it came to his work, his craft. What was it like to work with a master?
As far as I'm concerned, Lino is a very direct director.
Okay.
You know, and he motivates his actors really deep and
Yeah.
well. So, as far as I'm concerned, I realized and understood what he wanted for me to do. You know?
Yeah.
So it was
Lino,
clear.
yeah, Lino was already a big name at that time. No? He started in 1970 doing films with Leia Productions, commercial movies, and then he established his own company in around 1973. They produced Tinimbangkang Ngunit Kulang, which was a critical success. Now that film inspired other producers to make their films. So Mike De Leon was inspired to produce. And he did Maynila sa mga Kuko ng Liwanag in 1974. We did the shoot.
So you said, I mean, there are already so many luminaries, I mean, being active and existing at that time, but what actually sets this film apart from the rest?
Why is it so relevant to this day?
So much so that it has, as you said, it's re-edited. There's been a musical. It's been in the Cannes Film Festival. It's been one of the movies that you have to watch before you die. And, I mean,
Correct.
all of these
The
things.
only
And of
film
course,
in that book.
Martin Scorsese also, help, redo the film once
fact,
again.
in
So, what is it?
Well,
What's the heart of this film?
it was a serious attempt at making a good Filipino film, and it's unusual that a material would be based on a novel in the commercial industry. So it was something different too. And then the casting, so Bembol was, that was his second
Accidentally.
film.
You weren't supposed to be, yes, right?
Right. Yeah, I wasn't aware of the
Just
story.
Supposed to be
Supposed to be
Jane.
one of the call boys.
Yeah.
All boys are construction workers.
Well, we'll certainly have to see the film to figure out what we're talking about here. And a whole generation will continue to see
Yeah,
this
I
film.
think it's more of the content of the film
Yes. Yeah.
that makes it really relevant and
Yeah.
important up to this day.
Right.
It was during martial law
Yes.
when we did it, 1974. And there's a scene in the film, a demonstration.
Yes.
Which
Which we did without permit.
And the police thought that it was a real demonstration.
Until they saw the cameras. Until they saw
But it certainly did really capture the spirit of the time.
time,
So it
yeah.
really, like I
Definitely.
said,
Yeah.
continues to have
Definitely.
relevance, and I think everybody should see this. I was so proud when my daughter, who is 18 years old, said, "Oh, Papa, I saw this amazing film,
Yes.
Maynila sa mga Kuko ng
Really?
Liwanag." And I was like, "Wow, great! Congratulations! You can check that off your must
Right.
do list because it is such an important film for all of us.
In fact,
Which is why we're still talking about it.
Yeah. I mean,
right.
whether you are a fan of films or just somebody who wants to be attuned to what the world really is and continues to be about this film is really so important.
Which is why, I mean, the film forum, we're having a forum to
Yes.
continue talking about this. And of course, this will be held tomorrow, August 25th, at the Yuchenko Museum, RCBC Plaza in Makati City. Wonderful, wonderful. I know we have a lot to talk about. We could go on forever
I
and continue
know.
chatting about this.
Let's just say tinimbang kayo at hindi kayo nagkulang, gentlemen. Thank you so much, Bembol and Dom,
Thank
for joining
you.
us this morning here on New Day. What a pleasure and an honor to have you both.
Thank you. Thank
We're
you.
showing the film tomorrow too.
Oh,
Yeah.
wonderful. Yeah, so we can come out and watch it and get tickets.
Right.
All right.
Thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you.
All right.